Welcome to Brisbane Property Uncovered, the podcast that helps Aussie homeowners, investors, and first home buyers make smarter property and finance decisions. I'm Mac Loxton from MoneyQuest Manly, and in every episode, I'll break down the real world strategies that help you save money, build wealth, and get ahead in the property game. Today, we're tackling a really common question. Should you re-extend your loan term back to 30 years when you refinance? Because while those lower repayments might feel like a win, the long-term impact can tell a very different story. So picture this. You've had your mortgage for about 10 years and you decide it's time to refinance. Maybe you're chasing a better rate, consolidating some debt, or freeing up cash flow. The new lender shows you a sharper rate, your payments drop, and it feels like you're saving heaps. But what often gets missed is this. When you refinance, most lenders reset your loan term back to 30 years. You've already done 10 years of hard work and now you're starting again. It looks like a saving, but over time that can cost you tens of thousands in extra interest. Let's be clear. There are benefits to extending your loan term. For starters, lower repayments. By stretching out your loan longer, you instantly reduce your regular repayments. It's great for improving cash flow, especially when cost of living is rising. It adds flexibility. That extra room in your budget gives you breathing space, maybe for kids, renovations, or simply to build a saving buffer. It can also, and most importantly, increase your borrowing power. Now, this one's huge. When your repayments drop, your debt to income ratio improves. That means your borrowing capacity increases, which can make all the difference if you're looking to buy an investment property. I've seen plenty of clients use this strategy deliberately, refinancing back to 30-year term to free up cash flow and use that improved serviceability to buy their next investment. Done with the right plan, it can absolutely be a smart wealth building move. However, there is some cons. On the flip side, and it's the part that most people don't think about. When you reset your loan term, you reset the interest clock. Let's look at an example. And if you're watching on YouTube or socials, check out the comparison chart I've shared alongside this episode. It shows two $500,000 loans at 5.25% interest, one over 20 years and one over 30 years with the same repayments plus $140 weekly difference in repayments. So an extra $140 contributed. So on the 30-year loan term, with the minimum repayments being $636 a week, you can see that large saving compared to the 20-year loan term at around $776. So yes, you save the $140 a week by going back to 30 years. But here's the kicker. If you keep paying that extra $140 years anyway, you'd cut nearly the 10 years off and save roughly $185,000 in interest. So the same as your 20-year loan term. So if you are going to make those extra contributions, then a 30-year loan term will have the same effect as a 20-year loan term as long as you make those repayments. If you don't, however, if you pay the minimum, that's where you can get caught, and that's where you can pay a lot more money in interest. So that's the power of being proactive, using the refinance for cash flow flexibility without losing ground on your loan. Now, here's some tips. How you make the most of your refinance without accidentally paying more over time. If you've got 20 years left, refinance for 20 years instead of 30. You'll still get the benefit of the lower rate without restarting the clock. If you want to extend to 30 years, do it strategically. Maybe it's to boost your borrowing power for that next investment or to smooth out cash flow. That's fine. Be sure to make sure the savings are working for you. Channel the difference into an offset account, extra repayments, or an investment fund, something that builds long-term value. The key is to refinance with intention, not just convenience. So should you re-extend your home loan term when you refinance? Well, it depends on your goals. If you're looking to strengthen your borrowing power or to create flexibility for investing, it can be a smart move. But if your focus is to paying off your home faster, then keeping your existing term or even shortening it is often the better play. Remember, a cheaper repayment today can cost you more tomorrow unless you use it wisely. Thanks for tuning in to the very first episode of Brisbane Property Uncovered. I'm Mac Loxton from MoneyQuest Manly, helping you make smarter property and finance decisions so you can build wealth that lasts. If you found this helpful, follow the podcast, share it with a mate, and check out the comparison chart linked in the show notes. It really shows how those small weekly changes can make a huge difference over time. Thanks for listening. Until next time.